Alright, so I'm doing my review on my 2002 Dodge Dakota RT. It's in the middle of the winter now, just beginning in February now in Ontario. I drove this first year through the winter time, and I have to say it sucks. Mostly because how much power it has and how light it is. I had just a little over 400 pounds in the back for weight, and it still slid all over the place. For a race truck, it's absolutely awesome. I have the snow tires on it, bought basically brand new, and it worked a lot better than what I had on it, or the Performance 17-inch chrome aluminum rims that comes on this from stock. Other than that, I bought this thing at 160,000 kilometers. It's about a 3-owner car, and I put 30,000 kilometers on it in about, I don't know, just a little over 8 months. Major repairs, not much. I had a transmission line in the very front of it go. Steel rusted off. They bypassed it, and it worked out just fine. Windshield just needs to be replaced. Traveling back and forth to work, broke it. Worked for Speedy Auto Glass. Not really too worried about it until I sell the car. Other than that, the truck's in fairly good shape. The box at the back over here on the cab has a hole in it. Pretty hard to see. It's got a new bumper on it, aftermarket. I don't know if you can see the hole. It's a hole, a little dark. I put the super chip into it, and it definitely helped. In stock, I was running 15.3 with this truck on summer tires. I put the super chip in it, and I'm running just a little, almost a shy of 14.5. I run a 14.660. Not too bad for a pickup truck that was in the 2000s. That's about as fast as my Grand Prix GTP ran. And actually it's a higher kilometer. It's up to 105 miles an hour, which is actually pretty good. That super chip definitely, these trucks, is, a lot of people know, really good off the line, but longevity, not really all that good. I had a run-in with a Ram. I raced them before and after, and the Hemi would beat me around 110 to 115 kilometers an hour. It would pass me. With this super chip, actually going at about 70 kilometers an hour to about 160. I have them all the way, and I actually pull on them with this chip in it. So I recommend definitely to put this chip if you want extra power for an affordable price. I bought mine at K&K Auto in Stratford, Ontario, and it worked out to be about $400. And I really do like it. I'm just going to show you the interior. Excuse the mess, but no lights, no engine lights on. Starts up good. Never really had a problem with it. I'm going to show you the engine. So just basically a stock. I got a K&N filter, which people recommend, say, hey, 350 bucks, get you about 15 to 17 horsepower. I call bullshit on that one. The manufacturer on these trucks really do a good job on how much air is actually being put into it. There goes the snow. But that super chip, the fuel air mixture on this is amazing. I've had a lot of people say, how's the truck, you know, on gas and stuff, because there is a gas saving mode, and I tell them fill up at let's see, $1.10 here at probably 79 cents, or $79, and it gets you about 500 kilometers with the fuel saving mode. The best peak performance has 91, and you have to run 91 octane to get the maximum performance, and it really does impress. Like, ran it on 87 and I'm under 15 seconds on a quarter mile, which is pretty impressive for a stock truck. All I have is a exhaust system on it, which is just a Magnum Flow, kind of a mild, not very much, not very loud at all. And man, does you don't really need loud, or you don't really need a, you know, overbearing truck that just sounds like shit. Just a nice rumble in it, and this truck is awesome. I've raced many RTs, and you know, the ones without the super chips in it, it's just basically stock, and I leave them in the dust first, second gear, and I pull on them until about third gear. Third gear rides all the way out to about, I don't know, about 160, and man, this thing just flies. Not a problem. Another thing I'll add is a lot of these trucks, every truck I've actually really ever seen, unless it's been restorated, they rust right underneath here, right where the battery chassis holds the battery, and they rust all the time, and there's not much else you can do to stop that. Especially if you live in Canada like I do, and London, Ontario, it sucks. The rust, just no stopping it. When I got the truck, there was no rust. On the other side, there's a little bit of rust in the corner here I gotta take care of, but you can see the clear coat coming off. Typical for a Dodge. Clear coat comes off, especially in the hood. But other than that, good truck. Just like to let you know, if you're buying one of these trucks, they come with 250 horsepower with 345 pound-feet of torque, and with this super chip, I'm thinking for the racing I do out at Sparta, I think it does add probably at least 25 to 30 horsepower. They say it's supposed to give you about 50. Yet again, I call bullshit on that. I think it just upgrades, you know, camshafts is what you really want. Supercharger, turbocharger, that's where basically where all your power lies at. Cold air intake might give you maybe 1 or 2 horsepower. Not really going to really spend, you know, $400 on a K&N system just to find out it really did absolutely nothing for the truck. The truck has got MSD system in it, multi-displacement system there, and it does all right. You know, I haven't changed the computer. It's a stock computer with that super chip in it, and for the money, that's definitely where it lies. And if people are thinking about buying a truck for wintertime, buy the 3.9 liter, not this 5.9 or 5.2. The truck's too damn light to be running through the wintertime. Even if you put a lot of weight in the back, this truck is absolute shit in the wintertime. And it's fun, but it's very dangerous, especially driving back and forth from London to Stratford every single day. So I recommend getting possibly the 6-cylinder or 4-wheel drive. So that's what I got to say about that. One other thing I'm going to note is the air conditioning unit on this truck worked when I first got it. I didn't top up anything, and there is no leak, but I did bypass where the pump was, and it seemed to give me about an extra 10 horsepower. A lot of people think it's full of shit, but I disagree with that one. It did, and I recommend if you don't need the air conditioning and you want to have a faster truck, definitely remove the AC and get that super chip. I'm telling you, you know, you can do a whole bunch of stuff with that super chip, and a lot of goodies you can actually upgrade. You can go on their site and upgrade what you want.